until the man saw the divorce agreement signed by his wife. He was horrified to realize that his wife had already discovered his affair. Although they had loved each other for 7 years, facing her husband's boundless betrayal, the wife decided to stop loving her husband and decisively left with their son. They had been married for 7 years and had a lovely son, but the man never made it known at the company that he was married and never cared about his own child. He wouldn't even let the boy call him dad, only uncle. What was worse, the man would make time every week to go on dates with his secretary and her child. One day, the wife accidentally saw them at the mall. They were holding hands without a care, looking like a real family of 3. The woman quickly held her son in her arms, not wanting him to see this absurd scene. Then, she picked up her phone and called her husband. When the husband saw it was his wife calling, he decisively hung up the phone. At that moment, the woman realized that their love had ultimately lost to the third party. That evening, the woman celebrated her son's 7th birthday alone. Just then, the woman suddenly received a message. When she opened it, it was an intimate photo of her husband and the secretary's son. At that moment, the woman was in immense pain. Seeing this, the son, being understanding, tried to cheer her up. The woman, not wanting her son to feel hurt, decided to take him away from this indifferent home. The boy tearfully agreed to his mother. Late at night, the man returned home exhausted. Looking at the cake on the table, he showed no sign of guilt. The woman questioned him, asking why he didn't come home to celebrate their son's birthday. But the man merely brushed it off, saying he had forgotten. At this, the woman no longer held any illusions about her husband. So, she took out the divorce agreement she had prepared and asked him to sign. Seeing this, the man explained that his wife misunderstood his relationship with the secretary. But before he could finish speaking, his phone rang. It was a call from the secretary. The man answered the phone in front of his wife. The secretary's child was scared because there was a power outage at home. So, the secretary called the man to go over and comfort the child. The man, upon hearing this, became very anxious. He decisively signed the divorce agreement and then left. Seeing this, the woman was not sad but only more determined to divorce. One day, the woman went to her husband's company to return the wedding ring, but unexpectedly, she found her husband hugging the secretary. When the man saw the woman enter, he nervously pushed the secretary away. Seeing this, the woman urged the man to kiss the secretary. The employees present joined in, agreeing. The man, feeling very embarrassed, tried to explain to the woman, but the woman barely paid him any attention. After all, no one at the husband's company knew of her existence. After saying this, the woman intended to leave. The man, seeing this, forcibly pulled his wife into the office. He handed her the birthday gift he had bought for their son. The woman opened the gift and found it was the toy dog that their son hated the most. Helpless, she had no choice but to accept it. Seeing this, the man said that the secretary's home had a power outage, and that she would need to stay at his house for a few days. He asked the woman and son to move out and promised to compensate them. The woman, upon hearing this, was greatly shocked. She ignored her husband's explanation and left immediately. At this moment, the man felt that his wife was slipping away from him, but he didn't